Hello! Welcome to this video. For this video, I'm going to be doing my makeup routine.
This fan is blowing into my eyeball.
You saw a little bit of my rush makeup routine that I do when I want to look naturally, good, I guess. So, I'm going to be doing my full face makeup routine for my everyday makeup. Not like glam or anything, but I'm going to do some
Makeup, I guess. I don't know.
I'm going to be doing some makeup today. So, yeah. So now I look bold, and I'm so excited to get pretty. First thing I do is I put on my Aquaphor, first product I put on. Next, I put on my Aquaphor onto my lips because they're dry, because I just did my skincare and stuff for the day. So today, I am going to be doing a couple of new things than what I normally do, but for the most part, this is going to be my normal everyday makeup. I can put on a primer. I typically don't because I've never had to. I never put on a primer when I do my makeup typically.
I don't know if that's bad or not.
But we're gonna want to do some glowy makeup today because it's summer, so we want people to think that we glow and not sweat. Because I will be sweating, but if my makeup's glowy, it looks like I'm just glowing.
You know?
Exactly.
So first I'm gonna put on my primer, I guess. I don't exactly know what this is. I treat it like primer. I've used it like primer, and I haven't had any problems. I think it's like a gel primer or something like that. I don't know, I'm not a professional. First, I keep saying first as if it's the first thing that I'm doing, but I mean next. So if you hear me say first again, just assume I mean next. Unless I confirm it's first, or it would make sense for it to be first. You know? Whatever. So we have a couple of options today. We can do my face base, and that consists of a bunch of cream products, and see how that goes. But sometimes the order of the things that I do is different depending on how I'm feeling or whatever I want. Typically, I don't put on like a foundation or like a base. I usually just put on like concealer and concealer. But today, I'm going to be doing a base. So today I'm going to be using my skin tint, my concealer, and then blush. It's a liquid blush. I recently got into liquid blush within the last year or so. I do my cream products, my liquid products first, and then I do my powders on top. I don't know if you were supposed to do that, but that's what I do.
Sue me.
Here's what I'm going to be doing, actually. I think I'm going to do the skin tint, and then I'm going to do the concealer on top of that. Because I could do concealer, skin tint, and then powder. Because I put a powder on my concealer, so it stays. Or something. I don't know what it does, it just looks good. Typically, I put it on the back of my hand, but sometimes if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to put it on the back of my hand, or I don't want it to get on my hands, I just put it on my face. Alternative option is to use a brush. Now, I don't typically apply my base like cream products with a brush. I usually just use my beauty blender, but maybe that's something that I need to try out because I've heard it's really good and makes your skin look natural, which I get that with my beauty blender. Trust the process. Please trust the process.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna leave that on, and hopefully it doesn't get all over my clothes. One time I forgot, and it got all over the back of my pants. It was not a good day. Now I'm gonna put on my concealer. And typically, I do want a more lifted look. So I do something like this. I saw it on TikTok, and I do it all the time, and it looks fine, and it doesn't look bad, so I don't care. Are you supposed to put concealer on your nose? Question for people who want to answer that. And then typically I do have to have some sort of element, like a cotton pad or a Q-tip for my eyes, because they are very sensitive, which means that
I will cry a lot doing my makeup.
Next, I do my blush. Typically, I put it in with my fingers, so I don't have to do a lot. Usually, they're the same. Today, they're not really. But I bring the blush in. I think I need to get a more peachy blush for the summer, because this is giving more, not summer. It's not giving summer. So I put too much on this side. We're just gonna blend that out and hope it blends into my skin and looks normal. I have a banana powder. Is that what this is called? Open that up, and hopefully the powder isn't everywhere. It kind of is everywhere, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. One thing about this powder is that it is mattifying, but it also is very glittery. It has glitter in it, I think, which I think is really interesting. I also would like to note the first time I tried to use this powder, I almost choked and died. Lots of fun memories with this powder. I have a bronzer palette that I like to use. I have a couple of powders that I like to use. I have my blushes, I have my bronzer palette, and then I have some pencil that I use to do my eyebrows, which I cannot find. I think that first I'm gonna get on with my eyebrows so that they can look good and not look like this. So first I start by brushing them out. There's a section of my eyebrow that looks like I cut my eyebrow. Did not cut my eyebrow. Don't know what happened. I want them to be darker. Sometimes I'll have like dark browns in my eyebrows, and sometimes I'll have like black. And it's just so, I mostly started doing it when I started doing like stage makeup stuff, because they need to see your eyebrows or you have no face. So my eyebrows don't look the same at all, I don't think. But we're gonna pretend like they do, because I don't
Want to redo them.
But I will typically use this, and I will go in, and I will also say that my bronzer is not dark enough. You know, I have a contour. I have a contour brush right here, actually. So
Maybe I should use it.
I've never used this before. I don't know how I'm supposed to blend that out. I don't know how to use a contour stick. So I don't know how to use this at all. Does that look normal? Back to my bronzer, I guess. Now, I typically just put it under and like my jaw a little bit to define it a little.
Does my jaw eat?
I mostly have like normal stuff on, I guess. I don't know how to actually do makeup really well. I just do what I do and then it ends up looking all right. So I'm gonna use my blush brush. This is a blush brush.
I assume.
Actually, I know because it came in the thing like that. I usually mix a couple of these. You can tell which one I've been using a lot, the most. Like, why is it so like that? So I put in a lot of blush, but I'm gonna tone it down with something that toned it down a bit. I don't like doing dry makeup, like matte makeup, because my face looks dry. And I'm like, ugh. So I don't typically like to do that. However, today I am. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not my everyday makeup. It's matte. It's very matte. If I were to do my everyday makeup, I'd have a lot less to do. Next, I will typically do mascara and eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna do my eyeshadow before my mascara, even though I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. And for my eyeshadow, I'm just gonna use a little bit of bronzer because I want to look normal, you know? Does that look good? I don't know. Can't really tell. Oh, also, I tried something new today with my camera, so I can't see the viewfinder, which means I have no idea how this looks, and I might have to scrap the whole video. If I don't, then you'll be seeing this, and you'll know that whatever I did worked, and I may do it again.
But maybe not. I'm kind of annoyed, actually. I don't know if I want to do this again.
I need a fluffier brush for that. This one, I think. It's pretty fluffy. I don't know if you could tell, but I put that on. I put on that highlighter. Next, I do my lashes, and I like to curl my lashes first because it looks better. And I have two. I have a volume curl and hold mascara. First. Okay. There's that one. And then, quickly, I put on my brown mascara on top because it's good for my eyes or something. You have to be quick with it or it's gonna clump really bad and not mix well.
Am I blush blind or do I not have blush on?
So I put too much on. I don't feel like I have blush on. Like, it doesn't look like it. Does it look like I have blush on? Next step, I'm gonna put on my Peel lip tint. And to do that, I have to take off my Aquaphor that I've had on this whole time. Okay, so now I'm going to let it sit and I will be back. Okay, it's dry now, so I'm gonna take it off. So yes, I did get some on my lip in the middle, but that's fine. And now I'm gonna use my lip liner. I do a little bit of a thicker line so that it can blend out into my lips normally. And then I put on my gloss. My makeup is done for today, and I don't need to do it for the rest of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Okay, I also forgot to show you guys what my makeup looks like when it's down. When I don't have the little headband on. So this is what it looks like. I look really pale. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.